Good afternoon, 12 and 22 seconds, and it is 29th of the 6th, 2026. I'm casting out and transmitting and also receiving 4-T, the sanctuary pursuit of the golden truth. And what has been hidden shall be revealed. Book of Revelations. Anything that's been concealed shall be revealed to the masses. To the masses. Now, I'd like to just touch base on Billy Snedden. The old folks will know of Billy Snedden. This is when we're going back, when Al Grasby, remember that dirty organised, he had his fingers in the pie with organised crime, Al Grasby. Now, guess who was the architect of all this freaking multiculturalism? Al Grasby. And I haven't looked to see where his ancestry arrived, but the other architect was another bloke, and he didn't arrive in Australia until 1951. All these people that come to Australia, they've been here a dog watch. It's got to stop. You cannot have a culture, I know it's not old, 230 years, but when our ancestors built this country up to what it is today and how it's been destroyed. I don't like it. Obviously, you guys don't like it. So why aren't we doing something about it? You've got a natural born leader here, and I'm sitting here and I'm ready to go. And I've done my facts. Trust me, I've done my research, and I know exactly where I sit in our reality, in our realm, and our plane. Because the facts and the golden truth explains it. It's all self-explanatory on how it is. But anyway, Al Grasby in that Whitlam era, he was only in there for 2 years, Al Grasby. And then he went on to do another position. And then I think it was 10 years later we found out, all about organised crime. So why didn't we go back? Everything that being done, Al Grasby, should be null and void and obsolete. Christ, how can you... I don't know what is going on. I seriously don't. We're living in a big falsehood. And when you live in a falsehood, and especially idolising the wrong idols and so forth, which is, I see more and more now, and it is coming to light with the synchronicities and trying to bring more and more truth to the service so you can see with your own eyes. And this was done on 60 Minutes last night. I watched. Our 60 Minutes has got the whole Victoria is in a whole heap of chaotic mess. Anarchy just about. Because you've got, I'm not going to mention any names because you can watch 60 Minutes yourselves. And the whole mafia down there has got a monopoly. There's your mono word again. The monopoly on the building industry down there. And I'm saying the big building industry. I'm talking skyscrapers and stuff like that with millions and millions and millions of dollars of government contracts, government money. It is not government money. He's got to get it through. It is taxpayers' money that is being wasted. So therefore, you pay more taxes, and then it gets more wasted. I do believe Charlie Ward was saying something like about $300 billion has just gone missing. $300 billion over in America that was going to Ukraine. Where's that $300 billion? All this money is being siphoned off and used for bad stuff. And now this is why, as I said in my last program, we were over there slashing each other's throats and doing our battles and battles and battles until we came to the conclusion and to our senses, hey, why are we fighting? Why don't we just all band together and breed together and breed, which we are now in the Anglo-Celts, which we are today. Now, our Grasby also said after 2 years in there, look what he's done. 2 years, and look at 50 years into the future. Bad experiment that's gone wrong, and I think it was done on purpose anyway. It was orchestrated like this. That's what their agendas is in 50 years' time. So they can get the young generation and indoctrinate them and dumb them down so they don't know any different. It's bad. The situation we're in at the moment. And I tell you, it's deadly serious with the Muslims now, because you've got the Muslim Brotherhood. And they're infiltrating our universities. We're educating them. We're educating them to go against us. And you want to go on about a monocultural society. What do you think the Arabs are doing here? The Arabs are having a nation within a nation. They're monoculture. If they're not mixing in with us and assimilating with us, they're having a monoculturalism into our multiculturalism. Doesn't work. It's not working. You can see it's not working. All we've done now is brought that Muslim and Christian war onto our shores, and we're training them. You train them through our education and university. They've infiltrated just about everything now. This is why I'm here as a natural born leader. If you can't see it, seriously, it's it's lost. Our Anglo-Celtic ancestry is lost. They're going to take it, and they don't muck around. You can see it through history. They behead you. We're infidels to them. If you don't obey by their religion, you're an infidel. And then when they have a jihad, they all stick together. There's going to be, and this is I'll put the link up now after okay. Today's lesson, isn't it? I forgot to clear the room of all the evilness, and you're healing. Because there's a lot of trauma. There's been a lot of trauma, and as I said, your ancestors, well, as far back as time itself, isn't it? Ancestors' spirits. You channel your ancestors' spirits in. And in my case, 4,000 to 6,000 and beyond years back, I channel in. And this is why I'm here, to illuminate the path of righteousness for everyone to get on board. And we go back to the old ways, the old beginnings, to have new beginnings. But you've got to face up to the facts, what these Muslims are actually doing. Because they will, and they do, band together when there is a jihad. And watching that Arabic person, human being, it's only a plural that we put before us, isn't it? Like Australian human being. But as I said, we're all human beings on planet Earth. Now, you've got to get to the bottom of who these critters, creatures, demons, and monsters are, and then you've got the criminals and the gangsters network of organised crime, and you can see it for yourself now. It's out of control down in Melbourne. That organised crime, there's one man getting millions of dollars for doing nothing, because he's there evil leader in the underworld. Now, Commissioner Barrett, I still haven't lost my trust in you, but start doing your job. Come on. Start putting your troopers out there and start arresting. This is beyond the joke now. Like, do your job. As I sit here and do my job, the best of my abilities and capabilities, and by my command, you have my command to go out there, as your chief, go out there and arrest them. White hats can only do so much, but now we need our forces in play to rout and flush all this evilness out. I've had enough of it, because you're going to let it keep going. Going to end up like Atlantis and all these other ancient civilizations. As I say, you go into the future, even if we go in the future 1,000 years, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. You're going to have a Muslim-controlled earth. You need the masculine Christianity back. Our masculine Christianity. So we can squash it and rout it out and flush it out once and for all. So it never happens again. We've tried in the past, but for some reason we just didn't push ahead with our agendas. If you're not going to toe the line, especially in these Western countries, well, we fight back. It's time. We're not a matter of fighting back. It's protecting and defending ourselves. And if we have to attack back, well, so be it. We attack back. It's simple. We've done it all in the past for our ancestry. And our Anglo-Celts, we're very, very strong. And we're warriors. We're warriors because we are conquerors. And to be quite frank and be quite honest, I don't know how long, no one knows how long they got here on this plane in our reality, in our realm. But while we sit here, we've got to leave a legacy for the children of the children of the children of those future generations. Al Grasby, look him up. Bad, evil man that forced this multiculturalism onto us. Billy Snedden was fighting for us. I don't know where our strength went back then, but the whole populace, I don't know why we didn't get in behind Billy Snedden and back him up, because you cannot have a pluralism society without assimilation and integrating with the culture that's already there. We've learned a lesson with the indigenous race. Well, we didn't, because I was a convict. My ancestral spirits were convicts. So we came here and we love and embrace any indigenous race that's already been there before us. And that's proven fact in my ancestral lineage. The regency of the blood lineage. And why I sit here now and informing you guys of the golden truth through the golden light and the God's grace and God's favour. That's why he gave me the 11, a gift. Destiny number 11, master number 22, the master builder, and 33 is the master teacher and mastery of everything through the astrology, numberology or numerology, and you embrace and you actualize everything. And be aware. If you're aware of all these things around you now, mate, strike me pink. You should be well and truly awake. You got Tommy Robertson coming over here, and then they sacked Cole Stefanovic for interviewing Tommy Robertson for speaking the golden truth. Time for the masses to wake up. As I say, I am dormant no longer. I am the Pendragon. And I arise to these special occasions where I need to come out of my being dormant. The dormancy ends. I'm very, very much in your face because you got to face up to the facts. Chief and the natural born leader. This is how it comes. Pure and simple. And with the facts. The golden truth. Action. It's time for action. No more mucking around or pussyfooting around. Action. Action. All the commissioners should be getting together, have a national conference. Get together and have a national conference. And if one of them are bad, well, for God's sake, you arrest him. Do your jobs. Serve and protect the populace. Serve and protect the populace. As I am doing my job, as I say, tiring times and the best of my abilities to my capabilities. And civilization as we know it. You've just got to come to that realisation that they're trying to destroy our civilization we've built up for the last, 6,000 years. I don't know how anyone can let anyone destroy any system in place and civilization in place and let them destroy it in 50 years because we let the bad people within our governments, that evilness infected us and infiltrated us. There's got to be another filtered way of doing our governments. Only uncorruptible people get into our governments. And you've got to be here. You've got to at least be two generations here to have. You've got to get your footing and you get connected with the soil of the country. It's very, very spiritual. Very, very spiritual. Our Grasby, friggin' grub, another parasite. And when Malcolm Fraser got in, his advisor, he got to Australia in 1951. All these people, as I said, they've been in Australia for a dog watch. They're not connected to Australia. Takes 2-3 generations before your kids start even talking like us. And that's if the father of those families that have come from other countries let his wife. That's how much the males have got hold of their families, the Arabs. If they don't want their wife or their children to mix in with us, he's got the head say. And then you've got the muftis, are they? The muftis or the immigrants? Got to stop it. Stop it. They infect and they're infiltrating. And they're infiltrating from the inside outwards. And the West has brought this war to our shores. Enough. And if you can't see it, that's why I can see it. Because I can see from within the tomb. Even within the tomb. A shaman. That's why I got the solar white wizard. Intent, pulse, receptivity, and enchant. And it's the great mass awakening. Unstoppable, inevitable, irreversible, and unavoidable. Everyone. Awake, rise and shine. Put the masculine back into Christianity and the true teachings of true teachings and the golden teachings of Jesus Christ. And let the Holy Spirit flow in. Fight against none of that good golden light of spirituality. Let's get into the Angel Oracle cards. And as I said, Victoria's a wreck. You're going to let these gangsters and that just take over. You might as well just give them the keys now. Seriously, time to be serious. And don't back down, because we are conquerors. Because we're warriors. We're warriors. It's been proven through our ancestral spirits many, many moons ago. And when that sun rises and gets to the median and then sets again. Eagle in the sky, Scorpio, the phoenix, life, death, rebirth, transformation, reformation, restoration. You can see the strength that your emperor has through the stars and the Arabic world too. Obviously they have been led astray. Lot's been led astray. A lot's gone wrong because you're idolising false idols and you're idolising falsehood. Falsehood. It's not the golden truth. Time to awake and rise. Your Pendragon is awake. Your chief is awake. The head. The populace arises and becomes awake. Abracadabra, intent, pulse, receptivity, and enchant. And when you come to your self-realisation, we sort this civilization out once and for all. We rout and flush out all the evilness, because that's creating destabilisation, isn't it? It's destabilisation. We need stabilisation again. And monoculture. Monoculture's ancient times. Been running around that system since ancient times. Let it be known our Grasby was a demon. You've let them. You've let them into our governments. They've infiltrated. And our universities and so forth. You let them march. You let them protest. The protest was nothing about being Australian. They've seen your empathy as a weakness, seen our kindness and our love as a weakness. It can also be strength. Strength. Sometimes you've got to be cruel to be kind, haven't you? We defend and protect ourselves. And I can see, yes, the old ones, well, it's funny, isn't it, when you say the old ones when you become old yourself, but I can see my generation waking up. I think we're up to 45% now on that analytical, is it? Analysing our programming and analysing and see the statistics on who's watching and who isn't watching, who we're accumulating together, I guess. All right, what do we got? The fives. Time for change. Time for change. Planet Pluto, small planet, but it packs plenty of punch. Change, 555. Encouragement, support, obstacle, battle, calling, restructuring, creative work. You are going to level up. It might not feel initially, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. This is the why you've been looking for. Push through it. There's a reward waiting at the finish line. We're at a very, very threshold moment, aren't we? Defend and protect ourselves. The masculine Christianity. Anglo-Celts. Arise, protect and defend. And it's not just here, I've just seen Ireland too, Ireland. And as I said, they see our kindness as a weakness. And that's what our Grasby changed too, is that they can help themselves to our welfare and they pay no taxes. Doesn't make sense to me. It seems like a lot of cod's wallop, doesn't it? A lot of cod's wallop. Defend and protect. If you want to go in the linear time, that is the time. Defend and protect. 101, starting over. 101, starting over. Intelligence. Liberation of the intelligence. Dynamics. Making a difference. Failures. Well, failures. Multiculturalism was a great thought, but was it a thought or was it put in for purpose for a 50-year agenda, their agenda? It's my belief now it was put in there on purpose. I don't mind bringing anyone from any parts of planet Earth as earthlings, as long as they assimilate and mix in. Monoculturalism. Mono. Because that's what they're doing here now. These Arabs are coming in, and the Vietnamese done it too. All you got to do is look at Cabramatta. They do their monocultural here, and we're supposed to be a multicultural society. It's not working. Not working, and they put it in play to create the big melting pot. They knew it was going to happen. They knew. And it creates destabilisation because it's distracting you on the bigger picture on what they're actually doing within our government. And I've just seen on mainstream media, which is controlled by that evil entities, and they got 7 and 9 and 10 under their belt too now. Wokeness is not working. Don't control our kids and demasculate them when they're children. Let them grow up as males and females, and they'll decide whoever they want to be over the age of 18. And that is our responsibility. These demons have got their tentacles, the octopus tentacles everywhere. We have to cut off those tentacles now and stop it once and for all. Personal or spiritual development. Happiness is linked to self-expression, growth and experience. Learning from failures is key. Happiness is real, possible and around. Understand its process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's in the little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. Start afresh. 2323. Time for the endless cycle. See, this is the end of the cycle. We're in cycle number 1. Charisma, communication, society, movement, journey, repetitive, circumstances and patterns. There's some truth you're resistant to accept. You accept everything. You become aware and acknowledge everything. Until you're tired and restrained beyond depression. It takes a decision to live life for yourself. Life is all about passion. Then you make a change and the world around you follows. Once Australia, and you can see it now in Ireland, defending and protecting themselves, and the whole Western culture is going to follow now. Because they've seen our helpfulness and love as a weakness. They took advantage of us. They took advantage of our love. Well, now it's time to be cruel, to be kind, to protect and defend ourselves before it is, in the linear time, going to be way too late. As I say, I don't know how long I've got here now before you, but action is now action in the linear time. And we don't force anything on anybody. It's all about adaptability. You stop all this immigration into all the countries. Every country across planet Earth now is to cease. Stop. And you assimilate on wherever you are now. And if you want to go home, wherever your home is, as you say, and I know this is my home now. And my ancestral spirits and lineage is to the first fleeters that built this magnificent, majestic and marvellous country, nation, island for what it is now. And we're going backwards. We're going backwards because you're letting the wrong cultures into the country, nation, island. They don't want to assimilate. They do not understand our culture. And yes, it's been a short time, but has it been a short time in our culture here for 230? But then our heritage, our actual blood lineage heritage goes back thousands of years. And we lived that life with great prosperity, being a monocultural society, civilization. Basic, simples. So we align back to the original, go back to the start, and go again. It's like playing Monopoly, isn't it? Go back to start and start again. Wipe out all this currency, which the white hats are doing at the moment, because it's going to defleece. It's going to defleece all these criminals and organised crime and so forth of our currency. So you change the currency and they'll be stuck. They'll be stuck with worthless currency. Because as you know, wealth is worthless anyway. Be comfortable. Be comfortable. Life is comfortable. When you got that much wealth, like trillions of dollars and billions of dollars, just ask the ones that have got it. It's a curse. It's a curse, and then it's going to be a bigger curse you put on your offspring, because your offspring is going to be very, very lazy. It won't be able to mix in with society because you isolate yourself within that wealth. Oh yeah, you can have servants and you can have anything you want. Is that life? Is that life? I love working for everything I've got. I loved it. You strive for the summit, and you strive for something worth living and working for. But at this stage now, they've put that out of reach, the house. So just have a nice car, but until we do something against this evilness, this house shortage, and stop immigration, stop it, I'd be stopping it, and I'd be weaving out and routing out who should be here and who shouldn't be here. Because we have strength. We have strength. Strength with the Emperor, natural born leader, the great mass awakening, unstoppable, inevitable, irreversible, and unavoidable. Awake, rise and shine to your brightest, like the brightest star we've got in our galaxies and universe and space, and pull in your energies from your astrology energy. Start getting back to your authenticity selves through your astrology, numerology, and your ancestral blood lineages. Without ancestors, as I say, the foolish world we're living in, isn't it? A very foolish world run by fools. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And why are we in this situation? Because you let fools that have been here for a dog watch in Australia start making rules for the long-term stayers that were in Australia. Should have been educating ourselves instead of letting newcomers come here and use our educational system and university against us, against the locals. Protect and defend. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is your third eye chakra. Once she's all open up and awake and arise and shine like the brightest star throughout the universe, you're going to have big, big transformations with the Death card. The Scorpio card. Arise like a phoenix. Rebirth. Life, death, rebirth. Transformation, reformation and restoration. And let nature naturally correct and right. Naturally. That's why I sit here, you, naturally. It's for your biology. There's another thing they said. Oh, don't worry about your biology. Another lot of codswallop. Without our ancestors, we wouldn't be sitting here. And if you can trace your blood lineage back 4,000 years, there's a reason for that. And not only that, it's on the maternal and paternal sides. And then have the astrology blueprint, numerology blueprint, and the Vedic system. And we have justice. Okay, so it's yes. It's a yes. Justice card and the Death card is all part of your heart chakra. Your heart chakra. Queen of Wands, your third eye. And the crown chakra, see the crown chakra, because it gives you that energy to spot and rout out and flush out all those fools that rushed in and wanted to have all that wealth. And they were also blindsided too, because they don't realise what's happening in the supernatural forces and how the devil's playground and the devil's temptation. They get roped. R-O-P-E-D. They get roped in with the lasso of dopeness. They get that rope and they get doped. I throw out a rope, and that rope, you grab hold of it for hope. And I am illuminating the path of righteousness for everybody to jump on board. This is what I can do. Maybe destiny number 11, master number 11. As I say, if you don't believe it, or naysayers, or trolls, or just nasty, nasty people out there, once you look it up, you'll see who I truly am. And use those bad, evil ones. They'll be running because they'll see how much energy and how much power through the supernatural forces that I actually carry. Now, it might be a joke to some and a laughing matter, but you just won't be laughing when it all unfolds and we have that explosion, like a big tidal wave coming in, because we got strength, defend and protect, as Anglo-Celts do. It's about courage and the act of facing your own fears. I've told you this, face up to your own fears, and you overcome. You overcome any obstacles or any hurdles. Like I've done that all my life, and I'm sitting here now, and it's not by accident that you're sitting there listening to me now. Because I am your natural born leader. It's pure and simple. And it's the golden truth, because you let the golden light flow in God's favour and God's grace. Because it's God's plan and God's glory and God's kingdom. And I sit here as a protector and a defender. I'm doing my job, the best of my abilities to my capabilities. And you've got to come to that self. When you come to that self-realisation, as I say, it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks, and it hits people different ways, because we're all unique in our own different ways, and we're all a miracle to even be here. But you know what is wrong and what is right. Now, what these individuals are doing with their religions and so forth is bad. It's bad. You can see it's bad. You don't go shooting people in an open area for nothing. That is bad. That is bad. They can call it a terror attack or whatever. It's evilness. That is evilness. Evilness being played out before your very eyes. And we've got to stop this evilness, because they're going to do more evilness. The more infected the Western countries get, the more evilness flows out, which they call terror attacks. It's evilness, pure evil. And then they hide it. That's why they hide it as a terrorism attack. It's evilness. And as I said, they've hid too much falsehood from the populace, which I'm cracking open. It's like an egg, isn't it? I'm cracking an egg open so you can see what's in the egg. The fool. The beginning of travel and the future is all possible. The possibilities are endless. The fool, Aquarius, Uranus. The fool advises you to follow your heart. We follow our heart. But be alert to the risk ahead. Risk. It's a risky business, isn't it? And accept what is happening instead of controlling it. Okay? We just let it naturally flow. The natural way of flowing. And trust in the process. Let it all naturally flow out. The Queen of Wands. Leo Moon. It's a yes card. The Fool was a maybe, and strength is yes. Yes, maybe, yes. A no with death, and a yes for justice, because you all know now I'm about justice with a capital J. The Queen of Wands is more positive and ideas and practical actions, and often indicates success and things is going smoothly according to one's plans. God's plan, God's glory, and God's kingdom. The Queen of Wands. Trust in the process. Because my lovely Scorpion card, which is all about life, death, rebirth, transformation, restoration, reformation, re-educating, refreshing one's memories that they've erased from you, and they're doping you down. So you got no critical thinking, taking away the masculinity out of the males. Demasculine them. Now we've got to re-masculine them. It's bad. It's a bad situation we're in, because the last 50 years they've done this. Last 50 years. Just fortunate that I sit here, because in another 50 years, another 100 years, possibly won't be sitting here. As I said, this other evilness won't let anyone live, because they'll all cave in on itself, because evilness doesn't have any structure. All it wants to do is destroy. It's going to destroy itself eventually. Anyway, death, it means things come to an end. 13, which is a 4. 4. You know I'm the 4 too now. Scorpio Pluto. The death is not about the literal death of anyone. It represents the death of a project, the death of this systematic system, evil system that we're in. It comes to an end now. Comes to an abrupt end. Because I can do that. Because I'm capable of big things happening. Through me 22, the rebuild again. And through the Pendragon and the regency of the blood lineage. Which I told you, nothing to do with your ancestral lives. Codswallop. It's a lot to do with your ancestral spirits. And without that ancestral spirits, you wouldn't be sitting here today. What do you think? You were just plucked out of thin air and boom, here on this planet? It's a miracle that you're here. And it's a privilege that you're here. And you should be defending and protecting that privilege now. Represents the death of a project, plan or relationship. We destroy this existing life we have in darkness and light after darkness. Then die and be reborn. All part of my Scorpio and Pluto. And that's how it is, because we have justice sitting on the throne of justice. And it's just not an emperorium throne. It's all about justice. It's all about judgment. And as you know, the Most High will have that final judgment. But in the book of Revelations, we go with the flow and trust in the process. I've come to help, assist and support humanity through my humility to push out this evilness once and for all, so we can forge ahead with prosperity and fertility and vitality and growth and nurturing and abundance. We have justice first with a capital J on all this falsehood that's happening around us. And the White Hats are doing the best they can, and obviously we've got to make it safer for me to shine as bright as I can. I can only shine so bright and hold the beacon of light and illuminating the path of righteousness to come out everybody, to draw out everybody, all the flock to jump on that path of righteousness, and we go after the unrighteous. Because it's that linear time, isn't it? And we go by, the divine timing and the divine intervention and divinity. And we answer and we operate under the Most High. His guidance, His support and His help. And then you've got all them other little supporters too. Well, great supporters, I should be saying. You got the ones with greatness and great. And then goodness. And sometimes, the little things in life are the best anyway, aren't they? But we use everything at our disposal now to push out the evilness. And that's all the commissioners getting together, having that national conference, and start weaving out any of yous that are evil or bad. You guys know what to do. Okay, justice. Humanity and fairness are the standards for treating other beings, other human beings, isn't it? Humanity and fairness are the standards for treating other human beings. And never, ever see love as a show of weakness. love can be very, very strong. And sometimes you got to be cruel to be kind, as we know. 11. Where's number 11? How many ships were on the first fleet? Yeah, 11. Justice, Libra, Venus. It's an air. When justice emerges, fair treatment can be obtained. Fairness, neutrality, honesty, reason and justice prevail over all. Let me magnify that and amplify that. When justice emerges, fair treatment can be obtained. Fairness, neutrality, honesty, reason and justice prevail over all and represent the standard of humane and fair treatment of other lives. Justice with a capital J. As I say, I'm no longer dormant. Haven't been dormant for a while now. Out of the cave. As I say, you poke the bear. This is what happens. And I see from even within the tomb, because I see a lot of things that you guys just don't see, because that is my gift. And lighten up, because that spark within you, it's ready to just awake and arise to everything that's going around you. Anglo-Celts, arise. By my command, arise. Beautiful. You're all beautiful out there. And there is no malice to any other people living on this, human beings as earthlings living on planet Earth. We've just got to learn to cooperate with each other, assimilate with each other, and integration with each other. After we interrogate the bad ones and flush them and rout them out, the evil. And as you can see how much that organised crime has infiltrated our civilization and our society and our systematic systems. Need to shut it all down, reboot it. New beginnings. And squash what currency we've got, because, as I said, it's just the root of all evil, money, and they've let that root go to their heads. For some, it's the devil's temptation, isn't it? They caved into the devil, and they shall answer to the devil. All right, let's have. That was the Angel Oracle cards. They were good cards. The 555, and now we delve into the Egyptian cards. Tutankhamun. My blood lineage, actually, the RB1 in the old codes went back to Tutankhamun. So that's where the Egyptian blood comes into my blood lineage. Just a heads up. Okay, a lot of research has gone into this. And considering 30 years is nearly, basically half your life, isn't it? Exploration. The big red planet. And the big super giant Royal Star Antares. Full alignment and revealing to you guys and girls that has been concealed for centuries. Exploration. I'm just astonished on how much we've carved up Australia in 230 years. Open cut mines and so forth, and going out the New England Highway around Singleton and Muswellbrook for coal, for energy. We should be doing uranium. Creation. Oh yeah, okay. Exploration, creation, new beginnings, going back through history. As I say, we can't change history, but Jesus unearthed a lot of organised crime, a lot of darkness that we shall overcome. We shall prevail with the light, the golden light. And this is why I sit before you guys and girls. For how much longer? Who knows? Might just disappear tomorrow and leave it with you guys. But that's not my authenticity blueprint itself. I answer my calling, you guys answer your calling. Because we have stability and equilibrium. Beautiful cards. Because we have creation again. Stability. What do I say about stability? You come to your self-realization. In our civilization, and we create stabilization again. Stability in equilibrium. Through creation. Creation again. Before it all gets destroyed. And you're going to end up like an ancient civilization. Because you've got darkness. We need pure golden light out there now. What do we have here? Just one more, because we got to use our resourcefulness. And that's where we need the liberation of the intelligence. Okay? Get our philosophers, our legal beagles up and running. The true ones, the golden ones, the ones that went through the portal and so forth with your Pendragon and your blood lineage of 6,000 years that has been with us for eons. And we reveal that's been concealed, the good, the bad and the ugly, to you guys and girls out there, the populists. Up and running, dormant no more. And I show myself because there's no need to hide anymore. If I don't hide, there's no need for anyone to hide. Show no fear. We're strength. Okay, and strength. People power. Anglo-Celts, arise and shine. Yous are warriors, and we are conquerors. And we have no weaknesses. We have love, empathy, and all the good stuff, and we've been taken advantage of. They've abused our trust, and our love, and our loyalty. You were forced into a multiculturalism void and melting pot, which you can see the outcome of that horrible, whether it was an experiment done on purpose or just a big mistake. But one good thing is it's fixable. It's fixable. For now, let it keep going, and you'll see how horrible, and you think this is darkness now. You wait until you let it keep going. Name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen. Take care, stay safe. 4-T, the century pursuit of the golden truth, the golden light, the golden everything. Because I am the mastery of everything. And yes, it's a bold statement, because that's what I am, a statesman. A natural born leader. With the skills put together throughout the universe, stars, and the Most High. Illuminating the path of righteousness, everybody jumps on board. And as I cast that rope out, the rope of hope, Grab hold of it. Come on board. Because it's all about people power. As I say, if I could do it myself, I would. But use as our children out there, people power. Come on the path of righteousness and we get rid of the unrighteousness. If you want to go by that linear time, which is evil too, well, that linear time is up. Because we're in the timelessness. I intent pulse receptivity and enchant the masses, and I channel as a shaman through me white solar wizard, and that gets channeled through my jaguar and the puma, that I can route out all this I go through this darkness and route it out. I see it for what it is. And then I have justice with a capital J. Bye for now. Been lovely talking to you. You're all beautiful out there. Take care. Discrimination, racism, get that out of your heads. Erase it from your memories, because it was plucked out of thin air back in 1964 when I was born, and it was coined back in World War II because look how many look how much people did it wipe out. Mainly all us, as I say, I'll use it white skin, the white skin. As I said, time's over for slitting our throats with each other. We're all in unity now, as Anglo-Celts, most of us. But I must admit there's only about 51 or 52% of us left here in Australia now. And this is how it's all getting out of alignment and balance. And this is why nature is naturally correcting it. Bye for now. Love and hugs, blessings to one and all. Across planet Earth, as we are as human beings and earthlings. Amen.